Rappers are now saying that NBA YoungBoy came out of prison early because he told on someone. At first, people said he had been released from federal prison and sent to a halfway house or maybe sent home. Later, it was confirmed that he was really at home because as soon as he got back, he made a FaceTime call with Aiden Ross. DJ Academics also shared some details about his release and the rules he has to follow. He said that he talked to YoungBoy's manager, who confirmed that YoungBoy is now at home and spending time with his family. NBA YoungBoy has a curfew for the next 30 days and must stay in one place. Fans should have some patience, but the tour is already planned. YoungBoy's fans should get ready because the year 2025 is going to be his year. But some rappers are not sure about how he came out so fast. No Jumper talked about it, and Famous Richard even said, YoungBoy is working with the feds. An Instagram post is going around that says, YoungBoy is telling. This is the third time he has come out of federal prison in just 4 years, and every time it was on new charges. On King David, you cannot do 10 months of a 23-month sentence. My first offer was 5 years for a firearm that the police put on me. YoungBoy is definitely working with the police. He is probably the reason Smirk is locked up. What makes this even more interesting is that fans found a video of YoungBoy walking around in prison before he came out. But with that video, there is also another tweet that says, honestly, I believe it too. The timing, the energy, and the way everything is happening, it all looks a little too perfect. This would not be the first time someone played both sides in this game. You never really know who is working with who. You have to watch everything carefully. To understand if he told on someone or not, it is important to look at the moment YoungBoy was released. When he went to court for his sentence, something crazy happened. A YoungBoy fan somehow hacked into the court's Zoom call and started yelling.
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today for those of you interested. Everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
YoungBoy walked into the courtroom with a big smile on his face, probably because he saw the support from his fans just minutes before. But something interesting happened when he entered. He signed a legal paper that said he understands English, but only studied up to the 8th grade. But did you know there is a chance YoungBoy could go back to jail? His court files show that on March 10, 2021, he was arrested and charged with having a firearm as a convicted felon and having an unregistered firearm. That day, YoungBoy was outside recording a music video with many friends. They were playing loud music, dancing, and waving guns in the air. A woman who lived down the street saw this, got scared, and called 911. When the police arrived, they saw YoungBoy, knew who he was, and quickly took him in.
The body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video. The cop comes right up to him, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him. And then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you upright.
With YoungBoy in handcuffs, his videographer quickly tried to delete all the evidence of him holding a firearm. But the police acted too fast and took the camera before he could erase anything. Because of this, the feds now have clear video proof of YoungBoy holding the firearm. His lawyers tried to argue that the police took the camera in an illegal way, but that argument did not work. In court, the evidence was allowed to be used against YoungBoy, which led a well-known rap lawyer to say, "Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the Federal Appeals Court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court." So, what really happened? At first, a federal judge in the lower court ruled in YoungBoy's favor. She said that the video of him holding what looked like a firearm could not be used at trial. She explained that the way the police got the video violated his constitutional rights. But then, the government took the case to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals stepped in and made a different decision. They said the government could use the video as evidence in the case, and it would be allowed in court. Realizing things were not going in YoungBoy's favor, his lawyers knew he needed a plea deal. After some time in court, a deal finally came through. But before YoungBoy agreed to the plea deal, there was a touching moment. It was reported that the judge gave him a positive message, telling him that he had been robbed of his talent and potential. The judge told YoungBoy that addiction had robbed many talented people of their potential, and she did not want that to happen to him. She said, "I have seen so many good men and women with a lot of talent and potential lose it when they struggle with their addiction. I do not want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I hope that once you finish your time in federal prison, you will be successful on federal probation and have a bright future where you can reach your full potential in every part of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden." YoungBoy replied, Thank you. That's all I have." "If I could be excused," the judge replied. "You may. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Judge. Thank you all." With YoungBoy sentenced to 23 months behind bars, it seemed like we would not hear from him for a long time. But luckily for him, his lawyer did amazing work. In a text message, the lawyer wrote, "I wrapped up YoungBoy's case. He got 23 months, but because of how we worked it, because of credit from another case, YoungBoy should be out in 3 or 4 months. However, after serving some time behind bars and with overcrowded jails being a big problem, they decided to let him out early." On March 3rd, Rich the Kid and academics knew that YoungBoy was about to be released. Drake even mentioned, "Why be dirt right now?" And I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was even looking at my Spotify like recap. Yo, I think hip-hop is dying, like YB has to stay out of jail. Yo, we're thirsty for his music. There's March, right? More music with him, wait on it. However, YoungBoy's freedom might not last long because he has another case pending. He was wanted for missing a court date, which led to more charges. It got so serious that the FBI got involved and set up a stakeout at his Louisiana mansion. Once YoungBoy got into his car and started driving, the FBI followed him. They tracked him all the way to the highway and tried to pull him over. At first, YoungBoy pulled over as instructed, but when the agent got out of the car to approach YoungBoy quickly put his car back in gear and tried to drive off. YoungBoy quickly sped down the highway, driving as fast as he could. When he ran into traffic, he swerved off onto regular streets. After creating some distance between him and the police, he decided to run on foot. This turned out to be a really bad decision, though. He was wearing skinny jeans, designer shoes, a big jacket, and diamond chains, making it hard for him to escape. It was crazy to see a music artist in this situation, but what made it even crazier was that he was caught running through a fan's backyard. The fan took pictures of him, and somehow, a federal agent was nearby. But it didn't take long for the police to catch him. He had 10 police cruisers, helicopters, and K-9 units tracking him down.
Now, I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time, YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog white. And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No. And it really shows you that these federal laws, as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood, are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good, long look.
When the police caught up to him, they asked, "You want to talk to us?" YoungBoy responded, as soon as we're done with everything, we will. I mean, we'll take the handcuffs off, okay? But yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this, especially if I haven't committed a crime or done anything." The police replied, "All right, give us a second. Okay, you know any statement?" "No, sir, Mr. Martinez. I do not want to give a statement. I do not want to be detained." These were serious charges against YoungBoy, including speeding, resisting arrest, and many more. The judge did not go easy on him, but having millions of dollars and the best lawyers helped him secure a bond for the crimes. YoungBoy's bond in California was set at $540,000. He paid $500,000 in cash and also used 2 properties worth more than $1.5 million as collateral. In addition, he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he is not on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he only has to wear the ankle monitor but can still travel freely. Since the California judge believed these conditions were enough for YoungBoy, it made sense that a Louisiana judge would likely agree. The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts and charges, making a decision under the same federal law. Sure, it is a different court, but the circumstances and the laws are the same. The laws can be a little different depending on the circuit, and the way they are applied can vary, but it should not be too different. If the California judge said, "Hey, this amount of money and these restrictions are good," It would be very strange for a Louisiana judge to say, "Oh no, no amount of money or restrictions are enough." That would be very uncommon. However, with YoungBoy having a long criminal history, it is interesting that he only received 23 months for his firearms case, which ended up being just a few months. YoungBoy needs to use this opportunity wisely and keep crime out of his life. But it seems unlikely that he will do that. In the beginning of his career, he focused mainly on music and got along with everyone. Now, though, he seems to go out of his way to start beef with people and even self-snitched in his lyrics. For example, YoungBoy's anger and frustration towards other artists, especially Jada Youngin, became clear over time. When they first met, Jay had praised YoungBoy's music, saying, "Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy's music. Yeah, we are going to collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state because when we do, I feel like it's going to be one of the hardest collaborations ever." They later released a song together titled Up With Me, but things quickly went south. The fallout happened when Jay accidentally shared an unreleased YoungBoy song on Instagram. YoungBoy was furious and commented, "Delete this now, I don't know. How you even got my song? I don't mess around like that." Jay tried to defend himself, saying, "I won't take disrespect. I am real, and I stand on everything. Ain't no one going to play with me. Ain't no one going to disrespect me." He went after YoungBoy again in his rap, saying, "You put that comment on my post." They laughed. The tension between YoungBoy and Jay grew even more when photos were leaked of Jay hanging out with YoungBoy's baby mama. YoungBoy did not take this lightly. In return, he tried to catch Jay lacking in the streets and even recorded a video where he said, "You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man, open their mouth. Came to where they were, man." Some people started to wonder if YoungBoy was involved in the hit that led to Jay's passing. Another example of how YoungBoy upset other rappers is how Choa showed support for him back when YoungBoy was locked up. Choa even dropped a song called Free YoungBoy. However, everything changed when YoungBoy started dissing King Von after his passing. In 2022, YoungBoy released the song Bring the Hook, where he dissed King Von repeatedly. The rap scene took notice and reacted, saying, "YoungBoy, on Demon Time right now?" After YoungBoy dropped another whole tape, rapper Lil Ree responded by saying, "That ain't no Demon Time. He is just rapping like the rest of these rappers do." Choa agreed with Lil Ree, saying, "I stamped that. YoungBoy lost his mind." YoungBoy didn't take kindly to this and dissed Choa shortly after with the lyrics, "I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements. Choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite." This angered Choa, as he didn't like YoungBoy dissing someone who couldn't defend themselves. YoungBoy sent a warning out to Choa, but Choa had more to say in an interview. He explained, "He's not able to defend his name, bro. There is a lot going on with his name. But to me, he's a real stand-up dude. It's just unfortunate how it happened. He came to a person as a man." Choa also released a statement about YoungBoy, saying, "YoungBoy needs to be more careful. He has a lot of people looking up to him, and he needs to set a better example. Stay out of trouble and focus on his music." In the final interview, when asked about YoungBoy, Choa said, "When I heard that, what do I think? It was funny to me. I feel like it's nothing serious when it hits the net. It's funny. I mean, it's just entertainment to me. It was entertaining. Good song, nice boss."